Okay, welcome back. Fields of Fire. We're on mission 4 now with the Black Bow Ridge Offensive. Mission 4 of 7. So we are sort of past the halfway point of this campaign, and we're doing all right. I did my 3 patrols. The second one was a little painful, This nice pillbox showed up here with a heavy stubber team in it. But the third patrol went insanely smoothly. In fact, we didn't encounter a single enemy. There was one incoming artillery strike here, which paralyzed my guy, but then that was recovered. And then I got an event for the enemy HQ, which removed all the A markers here and scrambled it with unknown B or C or A. And then so that when I went here, it was just like a C marker, and it ended up at no contact. So, yeah, basically just one incoming artillery, and that was the whole patrol, which I guess, that's certainly plausible. As far as our setup now, basically every command member is a veteran, every weapon team is a veteran, and each platoon has at least one squad that is a veteran. First platoon has 2 squads. So we're sitting fairly pretty. I mean, as far as that is concerned, it's theoretically possible, of course, to have a better setup than this, for sure, but not drastically better. For skills, which I'm sure I will forget, first platoon has a paralyzed to fire team, second platoon has an auto success on a grenade attack, and third has an extra card draw for any action that requires draw. So, the map is, yeah, of course, the same map from the patrols. We just have this extra fun pillbox up here, just in case. And there is no staging area for this one. We start on row 1, and there are C markers on row 1, which means we might kick things off immediately. We also can start some units if we want on a card in row 2. It doesn't have to be the one that we put our combat outpost on, but considering that one starts with foxholes, it's probably the one we want. This one is going to be daylight, so, all that good shit. Our objective is to secure the primary and secondary objectives and clear rows 2 and 3. So, as usual, not a massive amount of variety here. The primary objective is going to be on cards of our choice on row 4, deep in the A section. Our attack position is on row 3, adjacent. And we get an artillery concentration marker on any card. And yeah, this one's different just because there's no staging area. We start right in the thick of it with PC markers. Yeah, I mean, I would say probably let's do it this way. Let's do primary on this one. No, well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, primary, secondary are pretty identical. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do primary on this one, and we'll do secondary on this one. Might be able to call in some nice fire then. Which means we're going to put our attack position on the ruined agriplex, where we have that nice strong building. And hopefully none of this shit spawns on there in the building. But if we can take that position, we'll be sitting fairly pretty to take primary and secondary. And then, yeah, that's, yeah, the artillery concentration. Well, considering that I could call in it here, from here, it does seem somewhat appealing to me. Yeah, it's somewhat appealing to me. So I guess in lieu of a better option, we'll go there. Alternatively, in case this does become quite fortified, something does spawn here, like in a pillbox or anything really, you know, because I think there's rules for enemies placement where they will go. Unless otherwise stated in the mission instruction. No, that's not it. I mean, generally enemies spawn with cover. So I think really they don't ever. They'll move into the cover if they like fall back. But I don't think they'll take advantage of it if it's in the cover. But yeah, we'll just put it there for now. That's fine. Right. Now, as far as our attachments are concerned, we get the artillery Vox. We get the mortar Vox, and we get 2 heavy stubber teams with 6 belted ammo each. I'm not heavily inclined to use those because they are line units and they have grazing fire, and it's pretty rare where I can actually take advantage of grazing fire without hurting my own troops. We can deploy them, we can throw them out here just in case, but yeah. If we had discovered any mines during the combat patrols, we would be given combat engineers, which have the ability to disarm mines. They're the only unit that can disarm mines. But I did not find any mines, so we're all good. The artillery is 105 millimeter again at -5 on the high explosive, -4 on the white phosphorus, blah, blah, blah. 4 missions of the HE. We also now have TOT -7, and this is a new one, so why don't we take a glance at that. Time on target. This is a more complex fire mission where all rounds of the first volley hit the ground at the same time. It is effective as it gives the target no time to take cover, but it takes time and planning. As for what exactly that means, basically we have one use of it, and it's a -7 fucking modifier. So we want to call that in on the heaviest thing possible. Like, you know, if a bunker shows up or a pillbox where it's like a +4 on, like, if there's a pillbox shows up here and that's like a +6, like, okay, go fuck yourself. Here's a nice artillery barrage. The mortars, and of course we have the battalion fire missions for the 105. Which, you know, it's a -4 on the HE, so it's a bit weaker than normal, but the potential for the spread could be very beneficial. It depends on the situation. And that's about it. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. This is where I ended my campaign, so we'll see. But hopefully I'm a little smarter this time. Hold on, Codex is doing some stuff in the background. So, yeah, I mean, again, like, my squads and everything, my HQs, they're all as good as pretty much I'm going to get them. So it's just a matter of intellect and skill and so on, and great. So let's divvy up our platoons. These are all potential contacts, so it's like it's risky as hell. And I think there is a logic in not deploying your entire squad, your entire platoon. Like, you don't have to bring out the whole platoon. So to avoid just bunching up excessively, we might want to only deploy a couple squads for each platoon. It's iffy, man. It's certainly iffy. This is the scariest part, is right here. And this wasn't even that big of a problem. I don't think... this is not where I lost or anything. I didn't lose on the seas. I lost, like, here. No, I lost to the counterattack. We have to hopefully avoid that. But yeah, the seas are scary, because no contacts, 4 cards. That's still quite possible one of these is going to trigger. So the logic is to not overstack, of course, because anything comes under fire is going to really come under fire. We do have foxholes, and I think it's probably beneficial to just utilize the foxholes. Again, don't overstack in case of heavy incoming fire from artilleries or mortars or something like that, or grenades. Whatever, what have you. But probably putting the HQ under each of these and this. But, you know, we're also, before these trigger, we will have a turn to move troops off of them. But, again, you're not going to move your whole squads into... You're not going to move your whole squads into a B card either, so... yeah. This probably isn't smart. Well, no, okay. Let's do it this way. So each one will have... Each HQ is going to have a squad that they will send off to the next card. Then let's divvy up our command staff into these other cards. Basically, we're not going to have massive amounts of activations on turn 1. However, you do get the benefit of getting +1 for no contact and +1 for being undercover, which helps. So everyone's going to activate themselves, but, you know, they're veterans undercover with no contact. That's already +3. So no matter what they draw, they get +3, and then they can just save up to 9 of it. I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Yeah, then the bigger problem is where to use the all this shit. I think this is going to be kind of out in the open because I don't really want to risk too much in the foxholes. Well, we could put it... We could put it with the HQs because we're going to be shipping those squads out. Here. Something like that. Something like that. Then, yeah, I mean, we've got... It's a question of, like, how many Cs we want to trigger. I don't really want to stack all on these 3 cards, but I'm also iffy about using all 5 cards. But I think it might come to that. Pain in the ass to organize, maneuver, but... Yeah, we're going to put the second autocannon here, along with the artillery box. Except the artillery box is not attached to anybody. Okay, you're getting attached to 3rd platoon. The mortar will be attached to 1st platoon. And you're going to go over here, along with the 1st autocannon. And then we have the mortar section and the heavy bolter, along with the jeep. I mean, this is the big decisions here, and all this can go really tits up very quickly. I want the mortar section here, 100%. That's where it needs to be. So we're going to attach the mortar section to 3rd, and we're going to attach the 50 cal, the heavy bolter to 2nd. As we intended originally. I'm just going to leave this out here, out of cover. I hope for the best. It's a triple step unit. A heavy bolter. Yeah. Well, true. We can also put cards here. And I'm iffy about it. And I don't know if I want it to be a heavy bolter just because it's a 1-step unit. And there's not massive amount of cover here. If this is an incoming and I lose my heavy bolter, I'll be a little upset. So maybe we should just put let's put this squad here. And I'll put the heavy bolter here under cover. Okay. Let's go with that. There's a lot of iffiness here, but we'll see what we can do. All right. Everything's in place. We are ready to commence, so let's fucking do it. COHQ gets activated. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. Now he gets full activation because he's activated by the battalion HQ, so he's under cover, no contact, veteran, so he gets 5. There's not much he can really do with 5. But keep in mind, we do have to clear rows 2 and 3. We got to clear all of this, so we may as well get started. Yeah, fuck it. I'll ship 1-1 out. Hopefully he finds some cover. So that was 1. I guess we'll hold there. Next, they all self-activate, starting with First Sergeant, who just has 1, not modified. He's gonna ship 2-3 out. We're gonna go for everything. We're gonna go for the gusto. We're gonna go hard to start and hope we can clear as much as we can without much fuss before we get to the A's. Because we're gonna be checking fucking 10 cards this turn. 10 potential contacts this turn. There's gonna be trouble. The single worst thing would be just incoming artillery on one of these cards. You know, it's just devastating, and it's very possible. Especially because we have to determine them in a random order. So, yeah. Anyways, the First Sergeant... Oh no, I already did the First Sergeant. The XO, he just has the heavy bolter he could send out, but we're not going to do that, so just hold. First platoon activates. That's very nice. As I said, +3, so they have 6. I'm gonna peel off a assault team, and we're gonna ship them in. That's the riskiest position on the second row. So, Godspeed, soldier. That was 2. Second platoon gets 4. Technically, I don't need to send... Well, one of these needs to send someone to this card. 1-3 is a veteran, so it's going to be 1-3. So you're just holding. Third platoon gets 5. You're going to spend 1. Just the 1. And you're going to send in 1-3. Into cover. For whatever good that'll do them. Alright, that's everything. Then it's general initiative. 0. God damn it. Alright. Then we pretty much tick everything by until we get to potential contacts. Yep. Alright. Well, we have all of them. them. Every last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be a lot of checks. Starting with number 3, right here, the Ashen Windbreak. This is a B, which means it's automatic. I think that's probably for the best. That makes the C's less likely, which is good. So I'm glad to get that out of the way. So it's a B out of 10. That's 6 on the B chart. That is going to be incoming. Artillery -4, mortar -3. Either way, they have a Vox spotter in a trench at max line of sight. Is it artillery or mortar? It's going to be artillery, -4. Fuck. Okay, and then that's going to be an artillery Vox spotter in a trench. Direction, front. That means he is right here, right where I want to call in my artillery. I knew it, that little bastard. He is, of course, unspotted. And he gets 2 missions. So he only has 1 more artillery mission. He'll draw 2 cards for it. It's kind of unlikely, but we wouldn't prefer it to happen a second time there. It's going to be bad enough as it is. Thankfully, he started there, so he's not exposed. It's only a -1. Pin is fairly likely. Not absurdly unlikely. And now we are at contacts. All right, next. Same thing, but now 9 options. 1, right here in the fortified crop berm. B with contact is 5 draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contact. Out of 10, it's a 5. I think that's the same thing on B. Yep. Incoming. All right. Artillery or mortar. That's another artillery. It's another -4. He is exposed, so that's going to suck ass. Direction of the spotter. Also to the front in the Blighted Grove. Nope, this guy's not here. I forgot. This is a hill. He's up here. It's worse. He, however, is here. Technically, though, unfortunately, we do have to draw to see if it's a hill. It's not, so he is here. Second artillery spotter. If we draw artillery again, we have to redraw, but I'm not sure if it just becomes the mortar automatically or if we redraw the whole package. I don't know. Well, it could be worse. You can never lose 3 steps from a hit. So both of these guys will survive and potentially rallied. There might be a casualty, but it's something. It's something. All right. And now we are engaged, so that really makes the C's pretty unlikely. We got 8 options. Next, 3. 1, 2, 3 over in the Tithe Worker Hamlet. That's a B. Engaged. That's 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We're good. We've got 7 options. 3. It's going to be this Ruined Agriplex. That's a C. So 2 cards. 1, 2. Clear. 1, 2, 6 options. 1. Blasted Crop Rose. B engaged is 3 options. There are 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Clear. Whew. 5 left. 3. 1, 2, 3. Fortified Crop Berm. This one would be pretty painful. It's a C. 2 cards. 1, 2. Contact. Damn it. On the C, that's a 9. That's pretty high. That's going to be 4. Support Weapon Nest. Now, the thing here is that we have units everywhere. The problem with that... yes. The problem with that is that it literally cannot be placed anywhere. It does have line of sight here, but there's already something here. It only has a long range, so it can only be 2 cards away. There's no potential for hills or anything. So, no, this cannot be placed, so we have to redraw the option, the package. 2. 2 on the seas is 1 mines. That's not great at all. I don't think we have to do the second part, just because we can't place a heavy stubber team or a long las, as far as I understand it. So we would keep redrawing until we'd get mines, so just screw it. So we just have mines, which means that we immediately have to draw for mines. That's really bad. It's quite bad. Because I think every unit on here has to draw 3, and as long as one of them comes up as blast, we blow up. So yeah, that's fucked because we'll never draw that many times. I'm not sure where it says that we have to draw immediately, but I'm almost certain that's how it works. Maybe I might have to do a search here, but place any mines VOF marker discovered to be a potential contact on the draw 3 side on the same card. Every unit currently on the card must immediately do a mine check. Yeah, I mean, it would be the luckiest draws of all time. I don't think it's even possible. But this is very bad. Sure, 1. Oh, there it is. 2, 3. Oh, we got double. I don't think there's a mine crit, but yeah. Okay, every unit on this card is going to be subjected to a -4 VOF. And we have to use the lower number, so that's going to be -2 VOF on all these things, including my XO. This one's going to be painful. Fucking hell. That sucked. It's a shitty mission, man. Like, you're starting in it. There's not many ways to avoid this other than just, like, have 1 HQ and 1 squad and hope for the best. You know, like, they give you foxholes, but how fucking good is that versus artillery and mines constantly happening? It's just a shit show. Okay. Then we're still not... then, you know, we're not heavily engaged. So we're still engaged. Still shit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So that's this last one. It's a C, so we're drawing 2 cards. 1, 2, clear. 1, 2, 3. 2, so it's the Ruined Agriplex. 1, 2, clear. And then 1, 2. 2. The Fortified Crop Berm. 1, 2, contacts. You already know what it's going to be. Except this one could spawn something here. If it's a hill specific. Oh, no, it doesn't have to be a hill. Actually, no. This could spawn anywhere. Well, this could spawn here or here or here. So yeah, this is the hill. So this is kind of unfortunate. All right, it's a contact 10-3. That's not going to be any of that shit. That's going to be fucking mines. God damn it. This is ridiculously painful, man. We're going to lose everything. What? We didn't get a single machine gun. Not any machine gun unit, just all artillery and mines. I mean, granted, that seems realistic and horrible, but fuck. This sucks. We are going to fucking limp through this mission from here on. This is the point. Like, just like last time, just get decimated. And then it's just so demoralizing after you do all those, like, slow, boring patrols. You spend your life on patrols, you get everyone up to veteran status, and then they just rip your dick off right at the start of this mission. Last one, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. Another contact. 10. 7 on the bees. That is 4. Sport weapon nest. It's a belt-fed autogun or a heavy stubber team. It's going to be the heavy stubber team. With 8 belted ammo in foxholes. Belted ammo. Foxholes. Heavy stubber. And they are spotted generally. Spotted heavy stubber, yes. Direction. 3, that's straight ahead. So this one, yeah, they will be here. You know, the fun part is it actually has line of sight onto this card, and it has grazing fire. So it actually is shooting onto this card. Not that that matters right now, because we got fucking mines, but we would have been screwed either way. What a shit show. Now, the counter argument is that I shouldn't have covered 10 cards on turn 1. There's an argument to be made. But would that wouldn't have changed almost anything. I still would have hit fucking mines on these 2 cards. Like, I even had better odds of not hitting mines on these 2 cards. And I still hit them. So, you know. Not PDF. Well, technically, yes, we are firing on them. Yeah, and it's right down the draw, so shit. Or right down the gully? Am I in the... Is they looking down the gully, or are they looking down the draw? What's a draw? I thought it was... No, maybe it is the gully. I guess if you're looking down a gully, I mean, you're on the... You're in the gully. The draw would be running perpendicular. That neither mean that doesn't mean anything. Draw long draw. Yeah, long area of downward sloping low ground is the draw. Right. So this is the draw, this is the gully. Anyways, doesn't matter. This is all shit. We are going to take massive hits this turn. I'll be lucky if I have many troops left. Granted, not many of these presumably are going to be casualties, but I will absolutely lose at least one commander of some kind. 100%. Someone will be gone. There's no way all these commanders are dodging, because if they get anything less than fire team, they are out of commission and they're back to being green. If they hit paralyzed or something, they're done. They're out of the mission and they're back to green afterwards. So let's do it in fucking order, starting with this guy, the heavy stubber. He's got +1, +2, so he's got +3 we're drawing on. Miss, okay, figures. Then here, the line squad. Exposed from incoming artillery, which means they have +1, -6, so -5. Hit on the line, litter, and casualty. So we're going to pull that, and then we, of course, pull a casualty. There's your one casualty. There's your litter team. You are eliminated. Great. Okay, and the last is a fire team, but they are pinned. Okay, that's that, and that stays for the time being, because they'll probably call in another one. Next. This guy here. He's got +3, -4, so -1 overall. Miss. Damn lucky. Here, this guy has +2, -3, so he's got -1. Hit. He is a veteran, so he has 1 step paralyzed. Not too bad, but he is pinned, so he's kind of just gonna sit here under fire in the gully. Pinned. You have used an ammo. I hope it doesn't get to the point where you've used up all your ammo on my face. Next would be here, this mine. The first of the real shit show. All of our troops and commanders here have +2, -4, so it's a -2. Let's start with our 2nd Platoon HQ, -2. Damn lucky. Damn lucky, son. The line squad here, 2-2, -2. Pin, also damn lucky. The veteran missile team, -2. Hit. Casualty. Straight up veteran casualty. From veteran to green in the blink of an eye. Done. The heavy bolter, veteran, single step, -2. Hit. Paralyzed. Also back to green. There's no way to reconstitute this thing any other way. I don't know if we've really even ever utilized the heavy bolter that much. Paralyzed. Last but not least here, the COXO veteran. -2. Hit. Paralyzed. Goodbye, XO. He's out of commission for the mission, and he is out of commission from his veteran status. Goodbye, XO. What a shit show. Next, this nonsense. Well, let's do the mortar section first, because that gets the worst of it. -3 overall in the mortar section. Hit. It is a veteran unit. 1 paralyzed, 1 fire team. Yeah, well, it's a double hit. So we have 1 mortar that is a fire team. Well, I guess we have 2 that are going to be a fire team, and then 1 that is paralyzed. And then this thing is also out of commission. Oh, okay. This is the functioning step, I suppose. Or is it? I have to check the unit breakdown, which is on the back of the mission book. Oh, that's the German breakdown. What about the here? Mortar section, 2-step hits. The last 2 steps are a fire team, normal fire team, and then the G grenades close to long range. Okay. So we have this thing, then we have this thing as a fire team. All pinned. Wait a minute, Mikey. That mortar would have fired on this thing. Yeah, wait a minute, Mikey. I'm redrawing that. That's my fuck up. This would have been heavy. This would have been heavy from the original mortar. Long range, which would shoot over our guy, which would actually have been crossfire for the moment. So he actually had -4 + 3. So he had -1. I'm drawing that now. Pinned. Okay, I'm putting a pin on him. Okay. We gotta finish this all up, though. 3rd Platoon HQ. +2 -4 is -2. Hits. Paralyzed. Goodbye, 3rd Platoon HQ. Veteran Missile Team. Again, -2. Hit. Assault Team. That I'm not sure exactly. Does he just go to his fire team side? I mean, I would prefer that. I don't know when else you would possibly, like, you have to specifically get a fire team hit for it to switch to the fire team side. If the hit unit is a named fire team, there is no effect. If the hit unit is a one-step unit with a named fire team on the reverse side, flip it to its fire team side. Oh, okay. So yes, he does flip to his fire team side. And they are both pinned. Okay, and the first sergeant, again, -2. Pinned. Okay, the first sergeant lives to see the day. And that is all of our combat effects. And this is the results of our first turn. The XO and the 3rd Platoon HQ are out of commission. The Heavy Bolter and the Mortar Section out of commission. Fucking hell, man. It is not good. We gotta update VOFs. Mines during the cleanup phase, I think, switch back. Is that during the cleanup phase? No, maybe that's... When do mines flip back? Cleanup. Okay. And they will stay, which means that... Also, this is a very terrible default AI generated using, like, you know, vector graphics or whatever they use. I gotta find something better for the mines. All right, I'll tell that. I told it to do that. Right. So VOFs. The only other update is that this goes to all pinned. This veteran team did not get pinned, or did it? No, I put it here, I think, because I did get pinned. So that's all pinned. This is all pinned. So yeah, this is also all pinned. They no longer have shit. If we have any unit enter either of these cards at any point, they will trigger the mine check. So no units are going to be entering here. Which is tricky, but honestly, it doesn't matter that much. Thankfully, 1st Platoon still cock-a-lock ready to rock. We still have the Mortar Vox and the Arty Vox, but we've lost our very nice position here, so... Well, we've sort of lost. I can't get the Arty Vox there. Alright, clean up. What a shit show. Event. No. COHQ gets activated. He draws. He's undercover. We're definitely not at no contact anymore, but he drew a 6. So he gets 8 more. So yeah, he's at 10. I got no cover here. He's gonna try to call in another fucking fire mission. Do I really want to get onto the A's at this point? Highly debatable. But I would like to push onto this card. Okay, COHQ is gonna move here. He's gonna try to spot here. It's a forward observer in cover. So that's -2. And I only have +1. Yeah. So we have a net result of -1. So I get 1 card. I suppose make it count. No. I will exhort. No. Okay, so I just spent 3 of my 6 that I want to spend. We will have the assault team here try to spot him. It's 1 card. No. I will exhort. Got him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's spotted. We do have a fire team here, so that is a PDF, as shitty as it is, which is actually bad for us. Because that is going to be, we don't really want that. We want to send the assault team in with my 6th action. So I'm going to try to, well, it's under a VOF now, so I will try to infiltrate. He's got 2 draws. 1, 2, nothing. So he is exposed on a card with an A. I hope for the best. That's it. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. All right. He didn't activate anybody. He doesn't give a shit. So then the XO, who is dead. So we can just shove the XO up here. The first sergeant activates. He gets 1. He is pinned currently. He could move to this card, though. He could move to that card. I suppose it's as good a choice as any. You can get the Artie box, maybe. So he'll move here under this cover. And he is exposed there for whatever that does. And that was his 1. Okay, 3rd platoon is also out of commission. 1st platoon activates themselves. Gets 1 plus 2, so 3. Well, yeah, I mean, we do want to get involved here. I got a couple veteran squads ready to go. I'm not stupid enough to risk going onto this card yet. But I think I'm going to squad move these 3 under this cover, which is a little risky. But then at least the COHQ can activate him next turn. So that was 2. He don't really need to be activated, though. But we'll see. Alright, second platoon then activates himself. Gets 4. So he's at 8. One thing we definitely... Well, no. We would like to spot this fucker. Except... we don't have line of sight past this card. I think the first thing I gotta do is just rally myself. Let's rally myself. 1, 2, 3, we got it. Okay. Oh, but yeah. 2-2 is still pinned. So we're gonna rally 2-2 as well. 1, 2, 3, got it. Okay, we're both unpinned. The rest of this shit is just paralyzed, and I don't have much interest in dealing with it. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna attempt to infiltrate onto this card. Squad infiltrate. Into cover. So for the HQ, 1, 2, 3. He spent 2 here. He started at 8. 1, 2, no. Started at 10? I started, no way. What the fuck did I start at? I feel like I didn't deduct something. I don't know what I started at now. Maybe it was 8 and I didn't deduct anything yet. That's probably reasonable. So I spent 2. I just spent 2 more to squad infiltrate. I guess I'll exhort for myself. Got it. So he's not exposed. Lasga, yes. 2-2, drawing 2 cards. Yeah, well, he already got it. All right, good. We infiltrated in. That means our VOF here upgrades to small arms. If he rallies, that could be quite bad. I could have 2-2 pop smoke. Where's your smoke? What happened to all of your guys' white phosphorus? I had white phosphorus on all 3. It just deleted all my white phosphorus? Okay, it deleted all my white phosphorus. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, they all had white phosphorus, and then I think... Why did it delete a bunch? It deleted a bunch of smokes. What the hell? Like... one of you had red, and one of you had purple. And I think First Sergeant had yellow. I don't know what happened. And then someone else had white phosphorus. Yes, the XO, but he's dead now. So we could have 2-2 pop white phosphorus. Or I could attempt to have 2-2 concentrate fire here. Are we more concerned with offensive or defensive, I guess? Yeah, we'll go offensive. So we're going to spend the last one to try to have him concentrate fire on it. 2 draws. 1, 2. Got it. Still not really good odds of hitting whatsoever, but there you go. All right. If either one of them had been exposed, I probably would have gone for smoke, but it's fine. All right, that's everybody. General initiative 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, I think it's probably gonna be a fucking grenade attack here, because I'm desperate. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a grenade attack here, point blank. 1, 2, did not get it. So that means we got a grenade miss. We do technically have all pinned. He's getting hit by all pinned. The Vox is getting hit by auto. Shit. Well, he's only got +1. But I also only have +0, so it's not much better. Alright, enemy events. Nope. Enemy activity check. It's gonna be a lot of mortar calls, artillery calls. Yeah, we gotta randomize this, of course. So it's 1, 2, 3. 3. Alright, this guy's pinned under cover. They are on what tactics? Deliberate defense. So pinned undercover. Oh, it doesn't matter for this. Yeah, it's 4 options. 1, no action. Okay. Then 1, 2. Doesn't really matter. 1. So, yeah, it's irrelevant to him. All he cares about is calling in his fucking artillery. And he will continue to do that until he has nothing left, or he's pinned, or he's on his fire team side. None of that is true, so he's going to attempt to call this in. He gets 2 draws. 1, 2. He got it. So that means this is back to pending. You guys get hit again. He is now out of fire missions. This guy's going to do the same. He's going to call again on this because he has line of sight, and that's where his target is, and that's where there's still a unit. So he's calling in 2 cards. 1, 2. Fail. That means that he still has a fire mission ready to go. Okay. Well, it's not bad. This guy will open fire then here, and we'll have crossfire at least, so maybe. Maybe. That's all the enemy activities, captures, and retreats. No. No one has pinned recovery yet. No captures or retreats. Fire mission update. Oh, it updated. This gets removed. He opens fire. This then gets a crossfire. This guy also would have opened fire at some point. I guess I just completely forgot he existed. There you go. We got plenty of things shooting in there. Potential contacts. We have 1 potential contact. We are heavily engaged right now. So that is 3 cards. A 1, a 2, a 3, and it's a contact. A 2. That is going to be anti-tank weapon, a crack missile team with 4 missile ammo in foxholes, or a las cannon team with 6 las cannon cells in foxholes. Not spotted. Max line of sight range. All right. Cracks or las cannons? It's the cracks. So that's basically my sort of, the AT missile team kind of thing. They only have close range, but they're nasty. And they are in fox holes with 4 missile ammo. Foxholes. All right, direction. Out of 8, it's an 8. That's front right. So in here. Okay, placed. They have a PDF. They are also unspotted, and I have to mark that. That means this upgrades from all pinned to small arms. Great. This is gonna suck. That's the potential contacts. Done. Next is, of course, pinned recovery. They're still pinned. You guys, you guys, you guys, you guys. Then it's combat. Nothing on this row. Let's start with our assault team then. He's got -3 +1, so he's at -2. Hit. He's a line unit. He's littered. Of course. Well, so much for that. Would have been really heroic had you got that grenade attack off, bro. Alright, then here, the Artie Vox, which doesn't even fucking matter anymore because he's out of fire missions. He has +1 overall. Pinned. Really doesn't matter, but sure. Next, this guy. He's pinned. He has +4 overall for positives, and then -2. So he's got +2. Pinned. Okay. He's still pinned. Okay, he's still pinned. I'll take it. Done. Then, here, incoming. They have +2, -4, so -2 on the fire team. Pinned. It's lucky. Litter team, -2. Hit. Green, littered. Still littered. Nothing here. Nothing here. These guys, they are under all pinned fire. Theoretically okay, but still risky. These two are pinned. So that's +3, +4 for these guys. Starting with the paralyzed, +4. Miss, no longer pinned. The squad. +4, pinned. He's still pinned. The platoon HQ has wait a minute, I miscalculated. That was +5, isn't it? They're under cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. These guys have 4. All right, the HQ at +4, pinned. Great. Well, at least he can rally himself out of that. Squad, +4, pinned. He's got to rally them all out of that. All right, and that means we're all pinned here. Doesn't really matter at this point, though. That's everything. Clean it up. We don't have the big guns is the problem. I don't have the big guns, and I don't have enough command structure now to really organize big guns, so it's not great. The first sergeant is trying to do some stuff, but of course he only gets 1 action per turn unless he's activated, and he's basically never getting activated again. Unless I really start shifting the HQ over, but I don't want to because this is still viable to get artilleried. So it's just shit. Alright. This is no longer any threat whatsoever. This guy's gonna keep firing at him, though. This is still a problem. And then there's this, which is... Yeah, I mean, it's going to continue to be a problem. He's not going to disappear anytime soon. He might fall back here. Maybe. Technically, I suppose, under my interpretation, where he picks the sort of highest potential one, you know, this is higher than this. I count that higher because it's more secure. But this one has basic cover, and this one doesn't, so I guess he would fall back here. One of these two. And if he goes back here, then he can shoot. It would spot this guy right away, but that's the least of my concerns. All right, well, let's draw for event. Yep, that's just what I need right now. 7. Company on the flank is ahead. Move at least 1 unit forward to a new row. 1 further forward than the current lead militarum unit this turn to close the gap. Ignore if already on turn row 4. No, I wouldn't be on row 4, and that means I have to get to row 4. It's literally impossible, so we can ignore that one. Yeah, the only way that would be possible is through... No. I'd have to get like 4 general initiative. He'd have to rally himself out of pinned. Then go to... Well, it's not literally impossible, I suppose. With infiltration, it might be possible, but... I don't know. You're not penalized. So it's like, you know, it's a question of how much do you really have to put effort in? I guess that's the whole point. You got to put max effort. If it's even remotely possible, you have to attempt it. That seems bullshit to me. It seems like it really fucked me over hard, but okay. I mean, it does depend on general initiative still, but yeah, it's possible. Okay. Anyways, HQ gets activated. He gets 3 plus 2, so he's at 5. That would be 9. He can activate first platoon, so we may as well do so. If he comes out of cover... No, he can't activate anybody. This is now safe, so we could rally this and put something together. I don't know if that's absurdly smart, but yeah, I suppose we could. If we don't rally the litter team, he will retreat with the casualty. So we could kind of just set up casualty collection to sort of salvage something out of this. So I could theoretically... I could move the COHQ here, set up casualty collection, and then shove the autocannon and the mortar box up here. I suppose that's not terribly bad idea, but that means he'll have to fucking general initiative. I don't know if that's smart. So maybe I should get over there. I could have infiltrated, I suppose, but whatever. And I'll attempt to rally the litter team. So I spent 2 so far. I'll attempt to rally the litter team, which is 1, 2, 3, and we did it. So you're unpinned, and then I'll attempt to unpin the fire team. 1, 2, 3, rallied. Good, no longer pinned. We're actually not shooting out of this. I don't think I applied the effects of this anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, we don't have line of sight out of this card at the moment. So I could, let's see, I started at 9. 1, 2, move. No, activate, move, rally, rally. So I could rally him to assault team and send him in. The thing is, I don't really give a shit about this arty team. So if I was going to send him somewhere, it might just be to this Blighted Grove. I mean, it's like the last thing I need is more shit. Just more shit. But I suppose, sure, assault team and send him in. He'll be exposed, but maybe we'll get lucky and he won't actually trigger something. Or maybe he'll die. One of the two. Alright, then we did. We're done. First platoon activates. Gets 1 plus 2, so 3 more. He's at 8. I am in a position, I suppose, to just send in 2-1. I think we should get the fuck off this card just in case, but I can't go to this card. Alright. Yeah, we're sending 2-1 in. He's going to be exposed. But he's got +5, -2, so he's still sitting on +3. I mean, that strong building is damn good. So I'm actually going to send in the missile team as well. So that was 2. Then I'm going to move back here. And then I might, I don't know, should I send the mortar box up by the COHQ? I forgot. He had line of sight here on this. This is a hill. Yes. We're gonna call in the fucking mortar box. No, he didn't have line of sight. That's right. We don't have line, but we will have line of sight. And we're going to call down something. Whether we spot him or not, we're calling down something on his ass. A battalion fire mission here would be fucking phenomenal. White phosphorus or something fire mission. That was legal. That exists, right? Yeah, white phosphorus battalion. That would be beautiful. Double unspotted cards there. It'd be amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I could even hit this because it would be adjacent stuff. So, yeah. Oof. We'll see. So that was, let's see. Sending in. It was 8. So I sent in for 2. I moved for 1. And then I sent him in for 1. Done. We'll hold here. Okay, the first sergeant activates. At a certain point, I might have to just save up. Because it's like, I don't know. It's going to take time. But he only gets one. I got to get him out from under here, don't I? But I'm so far away from being activated. It sucks. Alright, just send the RD box in. We'll catch up with you soon enough. That's it. Then, second platoon activates himself. 3 plus... oh, he is pinned. Doesn't that affect it? Yeah, -1. I probably don't account for that too often, but yes. So he gets, just +1, so he's 4... So he's at 6. All right, well, first things first, try to rally yourself, my friend. 1, 2, 3, you are rallied. And here's a better question. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Yeah, I can't command the RD. That's under the 3rd platoon. I got 2, 2, and 1, 2. 1, 2 has the rifle grenade. I could move to 1, 2. And order him to launch a grenade attack on this thing. But then I'm under the potential fire mission. And that's really shitty, because it would be minus, like, 3. Is that worth just launching a grenade on this asshole who's already pinned and might just fall back? I don't know. Probably not. Also, we are also firing here. We're firing at this from many directions. I could rally 2-2, send him in on assault. You know, send him in to confront this asshole, and then that way if he moves, you know, we follow him, because the others won't follow him. So I move in and then pop ceasefire, and they all cease fire. That's an idea. It's an idea. Okay, well, I had 6, right? So I rallied myself for 1. I will rally 2-2. 1, 2, 3. Rallied, good. Then I'm gonna ship him in. Okay. Yeah, I ship him in. I'm gonna try to infiltrate him into basic cover. He is a line unit, so he's got 1, 2, no infiltrate. I will exhort. Yeah, of course. Nope. He is exposed. It's potentially quite bad. I've got, let's see, rally, send, exhort. I got 2 more. Yeah, we're gonna pop Green Star Cluster. And that's an auto ceasefire for everybody. The only other thing now I could do is move, which is sensible enough. I mean, unfortunately, where I'd like to be is here, because I have another squad there that I could command. The problem is it's potentially a fucking artillery site, which would just likely kill me. So it's either wallow in uselessness or get killed. I can't move to either of these 2 cards. I don't want to move here, and I don't really want to move here. So it's probably just going to be sit here and wait. So we'll sit here and wait. Alright, that's everything. General initiative. 3. That's a good, strong number. We're definitely going to attempt a grenade attack here. And I can auto-succeed, because 2nd Platoon has the auto-grenade. So we're going to do 1 to attempt it. 1, 2. Didn't get it. So we're going to spend auto-grenade, so we guarantee our success. That helps. Stacking on shit. I can rally this guy, but he won't leave. And he can't leave. I can't order him to move because there's no... Oh no, I do have an assault team here. He could move there. That is a friendly occupied location that's not under a VOF. Problem is, he will follow me, and he will start shooting at this card. And I don't think that's really advantageous. I think we should probably try to have one of these guys spot... I can't do anything about the fucking artillery. Like, it's just gonna happen. And even if I open fire on him with fucking small arms fire, they're not really gonna do anything. So I'm probably better off trying to deal with this crack missile team. But he's on a +3 with a +1. If I get a grenade, you're looking at +0 total. Whereas this guy, this would be, if I got a grenade on him in some theoretical La La Land, it would be -1 total. The problem is, it's just like he's got one fire mission. So we're banking on him not succeeding. But it's also just like, All right, now this guy's more dangerous. So we're going to have the 2-1 veteran squad try to spot this guy with 3 card draw. 1, 2, 3. I got nothing. I can have the veteran missile team spot him as well, but it's almost pointless. I also have this one which jumps from paralyzed to a fire team. So I could bring this team here to a first platoon fire team, but I don't think that's really something I'd want to spend anyways. Maybe. I'm just not in a position to command them, really. Where the fuck am I? I'm all the way down, like, God. No, not really. So then I suppose, sure, the veteran missile team will try to spot him as well. 1, 2, 3. I can't believe the spot icon is the most common one in the entire deck. I looked that shit up. So that's just frustrating. But fine, okay. There's no risk of it shifting fire to us, I suppose, even though I'd kind of welcome it. That's everything for us. Enemy HQ event. Nope. Enemy activity. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we're going to look at it. 1. This guy. He is pinned. So he's on the pinned chart. He's pinned under cover as far as I'm aware. Yep, he's under the trench, in the trench. So 4 options. And it's a 4. He is going to fall back, which is what he would do anyways. So this definitely isn't here. He falls back here, and he's exposed. Doesn't matter. We don't have a shot on him at all. That's fine. Whatever. He's no longer applicable to our game anyways. Then we have 1, 2, 3. 2. This is the mortar team, the artillery team. He's drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. He got the call for fire. Of course he did. So that is here, which is, thank goodness I didn't move here. But now he's useless, so good thing I didn't bother trying to do anything to him. 1, 2. 2. All right, this guy is pinned undercover on the same card as an opposing unit. 5 options. 1, no action. I suppose I'm okay with that. Last but not least, this guy. This is a G-rated unit, not under fire. Doesn't really matter. He's going to automatically do a grenade attack. This is a veteran unit because they're all fucking veterans. So 3 cards, looking for the grenade icon. He got it. So that is a -3, 4. I think it says at the start that all grenades in this campaign are at -4. Grenades. Yep, -4. Okay, so good luck, litter team. I'm sure you'll be just fine. All right, that's 3 of his missile ammo. Fucking 4 missiles he can shoot. What a menace. And he's unspotted. It's crazy. All right, that's all enemy activity as far as I saw. Capture and retreat. Certainly no capturing. We never managed to kill anything in these games. This guy is under a VOF still for this brief moment, and there is a casualty here. They actually won't retreat if there isn't a casualty for them to take, which separates them from being a paralyzed team. He's going to 1 or 2, either 1. It's randomized, and it's going to be 1, the ruined agriplex. And he is here, technically exposed. All right. Fine. That was all retreats and captures. No, this guy's unpinned on a VOF, so he will actually also retreat, which is pretty bad. Oh, God. I don't want him to retreat. He'll trigger the minefield if he retreats. I feel like that's honestly somewhat realistic, but I don't know if my heart can handle it. That being said, most of this is fucked anyways. So maybe it doesn't really matter. They will always retreat backwards, I think. I don't think they can retreat sideways as part of their auto retreat. And I don't think you can really choose for them not to retreat, but let me double check. I think I have chosen in the past and said fuck it. But, retreat any unpinned, non-exposed, paralyzed team under a VOF marker 1 card towards that side's edge of the map or landing zone. To a card with no VOF and to a card with best cover and concealment value. Yeah. And any card, any unit that enters a minefield has to draw for the minefield, as we've already established. There's nothing special about a retreating unit. That's part of being the problem, which really sucks in this case. It's quite shitty. Mind checks must continue to be made whenever a new unit enters or moves within the card, even after being triggered. Blah, blah, blah. Place all newly hit units under the mine. Oh, I scuffed this whole thing then. Oh, I thought it was just... Oh, I thought the whole fucking thing then. Oh, God, that would have changed things massively. Almost to the degree I want to redo the mission. Basically, every unit should have drawn the 3 to check. And then only the ones that actually got hit go and get hit. It's not a mine. It's not artillery. It's just a mine on that unit that they stepped on a mine. It's a lot nicer than artillery, which hits the whole fucking card. I'm an idiot. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just like, oh, you stepped on it and just that fucker blows big, man. Okay, well then, yeah, I mean, obviously we're retreating. Either one is valid, so 1 or 2. It's going to be 1, so it's going to be over here. He's going to retreat into the foxholes. He's exposed. He does have to draw his 3, though. 1, 2, 3, and of course he hit it, so he's getting hit with mines. But they are fine. They're not affected. That changes a lot of things then. I'm not going to redo it, but goddamn, did I pay for my dumbassery. Anyways, that's all that. So now we do fire mission updates, which this now goes here, this goes here. And potential contacts. Yes, we have 2, 3. We have 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and they're all A's. 2, this middle one. Now, we are still heavily engaged, so thankfully, that's not too bad. 3 cards right here. 1, 2, 3. No contacts. Good. 1, 2. 2 in the ruined agriplex. 1, 2, 3. We got contact. 10, it's an 8 on the A's. That is going to be package 10, heavy gun position, a bombast field gun with 6 ammo and foxholes, or a heavy las cannon with 6 ammo and foxholes. Oh, God. 1 or 2, it's the heavy las cannon. That sounds like something I want in my life. There it is. 2-step heavy weapon with very long range in foxholes. And it is spotted. Direction? 5. I think that's left front. Yep, it's left front. Left front from here? No, not doable. There's still a unit there, and that's a hill, so it'd have to be an even higher hill. I'm not even gonna draw for that. Just pick one of the other directions. 1. Okay, dead ahead. I do have to draw to see if this is a hill. It's not, and this is blocks line of sight, so it's right here. Okay, right there, and it's got 6 ammo, which, I think it's just like heavy bolter ammo. I think that's what it's meant to be. Yeah, because the last cannon is a recoilless rifle, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's the heavy bolter. There's a bit of a... Yeah, the naming could be improved for clarity. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you use to fucking track it. If I use last cannon cell, it doesn't matter. It's just a counter of just 6 going down to 0. I mean, it doesn't matter. But, yeah. So, fuck it. I'm using las cannon cells, just because that makes sense. There you go. 6. Alright. And it is launching fire, and it will shoot upon his friend here. It's not grazing fire. Not that that really would matter in this case. But, yes, this guy is under... Also, no, these guys would not be under fire anymore. He would be under fire. So... This becomes heavy, and that applies to the whole card. He already has the grenade on him, so that's more painful. But yeah, our 2-2 is gonna get probably shredded here. All right. That's... we didn't do this guy. No, we did do this guy. We launched the grenade. That's all the enemy activity. Oh, that was the PC mark. All right, we got to resolve this. Whip. All right, so then that's 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Contact. God fucking damn it, man. I cannot catch a break. 4. Package 7. Airborne defensive position. Blooded airborne section in foxholes, or... No, it's not an or. It's both? No? What is the slash? Place those separated by a slash character on separate cards. In that way, a complex contact may occur from multiple directions simultaneously. Oh, great. So it's a blooded airborne section of foxholes on 1 card, and then a blooded airborne section plus a renegade leader, if available, in foxholes. Okay. Yeah, well, it's all pretty available, isn't it? So there's 1 unit, and there's another unit. And then the renegade leader, which I've never seen, but here's a leader. That's fun. And they're all in foxholes. This is really becoming a shit show. I could have definitely not needed this. On a 2 and 10, they're at close range, otherwise max range. 2 and 10 are at close range. From here. I don't think they can actually even be placed then, so we have to go long range, but then there's no way they have line of sight unless we get double hills. So honestly, we might be redrawing this package. I'm going to put this here. It's not a hill. Yeah. This is not a hill. So no, we cannot place that package. Redraw out of 10. It's a 4. I think that was the same package. Yeah, that's the same package. Please draw something different. A 3. That is something different. That's the anti-tank weapon. The crack missile team or the las cannon team? It's the crack missile team, of course, the second one. All right. Crack missile team in foxholes with 4 ammo. Okay. They are unspotted at max line of sight / range. Let's draw a direction. Forward. That is not a suitable direction. Actually, no, it's the same thing. No, why do I keep drawing this? No matter what, it has to be an effect on this card. It has to be point blank. So does any package happen point blank? Technically, yes. The belt-fed autogun can appear point blank, so that would be the option. 6 can't. 7 can't. 8 can't. 9 can. 10 can't. And 11 can't. So it's either 4. It's either 4 or 9. So we have to keep drawing into. Well, I mean, fuck it. I'm just gonna pick between the two. All right, it's 9. So it's a 2-step blooded airborne section, plus a renegade leader in a deep bunker at point blank range. What the fuck? They are spotted at least. That's nice. But yeah, it's pretty shit. So it's a 2-step. So I assume it's this side. Is that how I meant to do it? I would imagine. What else would it mean? Yeah, what else would it mean? I don't think I'm supposed to use the unused ones. They're all 3-step. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to use. So we'll use this in a deep bunker. Which the deep bunker is no fire. Which means they don't place a PDF. What the hell is the point of the deep bunker? I'm sure the rulebook will tell me. Hmm. We will search on this one. Deep bunker. It's not in the rulebook? You can't just not mention a deep bunker. Is that in the mission briefing? Or the campaign rules of something about deep bunkers? Deep bunkers. These represent bomb shelters, cellars, and command bunkers. Deep bunkers can be occupied and fired upon like regular bunkers. However, the units inside do not exert a VOF and may not spot, deploy pyrotechnics, or make a grenade attack. Enemy units will leave the bunker upon drawing fallback or grenade attack actions in the enemy activity phase. Being in the bunker does not affect line of sight. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. That's new. We haven't encountered that before. And they are spotted. So my assault team can fire upon them and will fire upon them. He'll never hit. Well, no, there's a small percentage chance at +5 that he does hit. There is a couple cards in here. I mean, look at this. He could have pinned him. That would be pretty nice. What a badass he would be. Okay, that's all the PCs. What a shit show. God damn. 2 of the 3 at +3 draw got contact. Pin recovery. Yes, he is no longer shooting. He is shooting here. So these guys would recover because they always shoot if a enemy unit enters their card. That's it for pin recovery. Technically this guy would pin recover. Okay, then it's good old combat effects. Nothing on the top row whatsoever. Then this litter team has +2, -4, so -2 overall. Pin. Okay, it's pretty good. This guy, he's not under fire. However, this is, as mentioned, that's +6, -1 for +5 overall. Miss, no surprise there. Here, the squad 2-2 has +3, -5, so -2 overall. Holy shit, it missed him. That's insane luck. This guy, he's got plus +4, -4. So he's got +0 overall. Missed. He's no longer pinned. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Then this guy 1-2. He's got +3, -4, so -1 overall. Of course, that's the hit. For a line unit, fucking fire team casualty. It's always a double. It's always a fucking double. And double hit just immediately shreds the whole squad. Eliminated. Fire team casualty. I mean, it could be worse. I can actually reconstitute that into a squad. And that was what? 1-2? I mean, it doesn't matter. You can reconstitute it in any squad. But, you know, we could. Did I lose any veterans? No, I didn't lose any veteran squads yet. So it's not too bad. And that would be that. That's the end of it. Clean up. Okay. Oh, it got a much better symbol for mines now. That'll be featured in the future. Okay. I cleaned up, right? Yeah. Yes. Correct. So it's only turn 4. Oh my god. Hell of a year, huh? Jesus Christ. I mean, to be fair, we have cleared almost every card that we need to clear. There's only one more A to check here, and then we just have to get these two. And there's not an absurd amount of enemies on the field. Both of the artillery spotters are out, so they're going to be gone. There's this thing, which is not too bad. He's focused on this litter team, so that could be worse. This heavy las cannon, which did fire off a round, that's kind of a concern. That's the main concern. This, yeah. What do they even fall under here exactly? Right now they'd be on the same card as an opposing unit and undercover. But they can't make a grenade attack. So wait, what was it? What was it? Oh, okay. So they will leave the bunker upon drawing fallback or grenade attack actions. Well, in that case, then yes. They have a 66% chance to come out and make a grenade attack on our assault team. But if they come out, they will be marked as exposed. I'm almost certain. Because if you leave cover, you're marked as exposed. So honestly, that's kind of best case result. Oh, and we would be shooting on him. Actually, why were we not shooting on something? We would be shooting on this guy as soon as he spawned. That's scuffed. That's quite scuffed. Because that would have affected... Oh, no, he didn't get an enemy activity. He just spawned. And this spawned first. Okay. I will draw the potential hit there, then. That would be just small arms. He's got +2. So it's a +2. I'm going to draw that. Okay, it's a miss. Which is to be expected. But yes, we would have fired upon him. All right. It's an interesting setup here. Let's draw no event. COHQ activates. Gets quite a lot. He's undercover. No, it's first platoon. COH, he's not. So he gets 5 more, up to 8. Now I have the Mortar Vox, and we probably want to call something in somewhere. But that's kind of the issue. We'd have to move on to this card, and then we risk getting the grenade attack on us, which would be bad. Better option, I suppose, is to just fucking call in the mortar here. And say, sorry, assault team, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Deep bunker's not a massive concern of mine, but, yeah, I mean, they're here. They're gonna come out. If the assault team left, they would go away. No, they would have line of sight. They would do no action. They would fulfill none of this. So they would have no action. So if the assault team leaves, they don't do any action. I think... yeah, the mortar fire... It's not quite enough. -3 is not really going to do the job. In that case. But I do have line of sight on here, but it's not really worth doing. I can call in a white phosphorus. No, it's... Oh, yeah, I could call in white phosphorus mortars. Yeah. But that would hit... no, well, yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. Not move in this turn. But then you'd really want to move in this turn. But you'd get hit with that -3 modifier. And I would have to move when there's no VOF. No, a pending marker counts as a VOF marker, right? Or does it not? Questions, questions, questions. Does... I don't think it does. I mean, incoming counts as a VOF. I don't know, actually. I don't really say. Damn it. Then I suppose it's a plan. I'm not going to say it's a good plan, but it's a plan of moving on to this card and calling in a mortar strike on this guy after we spot him. Not saying it's a great plan, but it's a plan. And it's better than moving on to this card and getting this nonsense on me. So, sure, we're going to have the Mortar Box attempt to infiltrate in here. That's 2 cards. 1, 2. Does not get it. I can exhort that, though, and I may as well. No. Okay. So the Mortar Box is exposed. But hey, he's just an attachment. If he dies, I'm not broken up about it. Then the CO is going to attempt to infiltrate himself. I was at 8, right? So I already spent 2. This is the third one. 1, 2, 3. He'll exhort. Fuck. Okay, they're both exposed. That's questionable. But if we get the mortar, it would cut off line of sight. But we have to spot him first. And he's on a +3 card, which is really annoying. So I've already spent too many. I spent 4 already. So I only got 2 left. Now the spotting modifiers. He does have a G rating, so that's +2, actually. That's pretty good. He's got -1, -1. And he's a veteran. God damn, that affects it too. So he's got -3, +2. And I, as a veteran, get +1. So +3, -3 means 2 cards. Alright, so he's going to attempt to have himself spot this fucker. 3 cards. No, 2 cards. 1, 2. I didn't get it, which means I'm going to fucking exhort for my last one. Didn't get it. And General Initiative would have to be pretty kind to us, but we want to do a lot of things in General Initiatives, so it's just shit. Damn it! Fucking spotting these assholes. Again, it's the most common symbol is bullshit. I shouldn't have exhorted. I should have just had this guy do it. But it's not, they would have been 1 card, so it wouldn't have changed anything. Okay. And I did not activate anything else, because what would I possibly activate? So that means the first sergeant gets his 1. He's now going to move up here. Maybe eventually he'll do something. This is problematic because he's unpinned. So he's yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna make a grenade attack. But honestly, it's like, okay, I mean, whatever. There are worse things, but this guy's probably gonna concentrate fire. But no, he might shift fire to this. That would actually be better. We'd want him to shift fire here, and we're pretty defended here. I don't want to really say that, though, because we'd really end up with a +2. Which isn't great. But anyways, first sergeant, he did his thing. First platoon activates himself. Brilliant. He's undercover. He already has 4, so he gets +2. So he has as much as he would need to do. All I have here is a las cannon. Yeah, okay, I guess we're moving the 2 of us here. I got nothing to shoot. I got nothing to shoot. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it for now. We still got plenty of turns, so no need to rush everything. Second platoon activates undercover, so he gets 2 more. Second platoon has not much to do, the same as before. I can move to this card now, though, and rally these boys. This is now all done. So I suppose that's the most sensible thing to do. We'll infiltrate in undercover. 1, 2, 3. I infiltrated. Good. So that was 1. Then we will... It's not really worth it. They're gonna recover for free after this round. So for now, just hold. We're fine. That's it. General initiative 1. There's a lot of things I'd like to do. Ultimately, spotting this guy doesn't do anything this turn. The smarter thing is attempt a grenade attack here or attempt a grenade attack here, but I think he's already getting hit pretty hard by this heavy fire unless this switches, but I can't do much else. I could launch a grenade attack here, which is fairly effective. We're hoping to catch these guys out of the bunker. If they don't leave the bunker, it's sort of a big waste. If they leave the bunker, it's pretty devastating for them. They'd be exposed with a -4. But they're already, if they leave the bunker, they're already getting hit with -3, so -2 overall. I think that's good enough. Let them leave the bunker. Fuck them. We're going to try to launch a missile here. We got a veteran team here, so that's 3 draw. Yeah, go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Triple infiltrate. Are you shitting me? That was my 1 attempt. All right, so we place a grenade miss. Doesn't do much. Yeah, he's got +1 then for our fire. Okay, that's it. Enemy HQ event. Yep, out of 10, 9. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, that's counterattack. Oh my god. I swear to fucking god. Are you serious? Place A markers on any Militarm occupied card that is either adjacent to a card with an unrevealed PC marker or on row 4. It's not every card, but it's a lot of cards. So that's this card. That's this card. That's this card. And that's this card. Basically, yeah. Row 3 got entirely fucked again. Also, that's this card and this card. That's adjacent to this one. This is fucked. I hate this. This mission will perpetually be the end of my campaigns. I can never get through this mission with my morale intact. Because I get this counterattack and then it's just fuck it, fuck you, fuck everything. I mean, we're heavily engaged. You'd think a lot of these are not going to be contacts, but if even one of them is a contact, it's ridiculous and I hate it. We were so close. The effect of just, like, what are the odds? Statistically, what are the odds of that? There can't be that many HQ events in the deck. And there can't be that many 9 or 10s out of 10 in the deck. Sequentially. Fuck me, that's so bad, man. That's just a killer. I love this game, but that's a fucking killer. Oh god, it gives me a conniption just thinking about it. I'm not fit for war. I don't have the mental constitution for war. Oh yeah, I was deciding enemy activity order. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 6, it's a 4. So that's this guy. He's under fire from a direction other than his PDF. Under deliberate tactics, that's 4 options. It's a 3, which of course means he's going to shift fire, which is quite bad for us. We would have preferred to not have that. So that means this goes away, this goes here. That means we do not have that nice heavy fire here, and instead he's just firing automatic fire on us. Great. Oh, wait a minute. I'm incorrect. Because now they're on offensive assault for 3 turns, including the current turn. And we resolve A markers using the counterattack chart instead of the normal chart. And as you might expect, counterattack chart is pretty shit. It's either incoming, airborne maneuver, or an autogun base of fire. Those are the only 3 options. Right, so we actually put the counterattack marker here, and the counterattack ends here. It's 3 turns worth of counterattacks. So he wouldn't have drawn on that. He would draw on this thing, which is the... what did I just say? Offensive assault. Yeah, this one. He is an he's a heavy VOF unit with a valid target along PDF. So he automatically attempts to concentrate fire. So no, he is doing this. And he's attempting to concentrate fire here. Sorry. So that would be, for him, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. He got the concentrate fire. So it's a bit worse. But yeah, that does change things. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. This guy. He is a G unit with a valid target. He will automatically attempt to grenade attack. Same thing, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's just like the luck. My luck is just so bad. I just feel like it's so abysmal. Like, where all I can think about is how bad my luck is. Even if it's in, like if you actually looked at all the details, like, it's not actually that bad. It's just all you think about is how unlucky you are and how bad shit gets. And how none of your shit seems to work out. None of your draws seem to work out. Like, it's just all that you focus on. And that's a pretty negative experience, so that's great. I got the fucking COHQ now under a grenade attack while exposed. Yeah, we're fucked. I think this is the end of the campaign. It really, it isn't. Like, you can muster it back, like, you can reattempt it, you get reinforcements, but basically it'd be me with an entire green army against an entire veteran army on a really kind of tough map with a tough mission. And it's crazy. This is the 4th fucking mission. I don't even know what the 5th mission looks like. You're back to combat patrols, I suppose. That's probably easier. I think the combat patrols are probably just to kind of recover yourself again, I would assume. It seems like basically the same thing with the moonlight and everything. Like, it's basically a repeat of mission 3. So I assume it's there just to help you recover. And then you go to mission 6. And it's like this mission, but just like not as bad, because the row 4 and 5 is a mix of A and B instead of just all A's. I mean, it's still potentially bad, but I don't know what it is about this fucking mission. It's just insanely tough, and I just get crushed every time I do it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, both these artillery boxes are out of fire missions, so they're just removed from play, and we can just do that. And this guy, he's on the same card as an opposing unit, undercover. He's got 5 options. It's a 5, so he's going to attempt to make a grenade attack. I don't think that even... Oh, yeah, he can, yes. He gets 3 draws, 1, 2, 3. He does not get it. Does place a miss card here, though. Oh, I forgot about these. They didn't do anything. Whoops. They are on the same card as opposing unit and undercover. 5 options. It's a 2. They're going to fall back. So I think that means they do fall back. And they're going to fall back to the highest cover, which is going to be here. And they will actually go into the light building. So good for them. They'll go here and here. They will be exposed. And this guy is actually spotted now. Which doesn't change a damn thing. I've got no one that I can actually shoot him. They are busy, and there's no units here, and he's an assault team, so nothing. This goes away. Good for you. Which means that they are now contributing here, so this becomes automatic fire for whenever he doesn't fucking grenade my face. Great. That's all the enemy activity, I think. Then it's capture and retreat, but there's none of that going on just yet. I'm sure very soon there'll be a lot of pain and retreats and everything, but not yet. Fire mission update, this removes. That's it. Potential contact. Oh, there's plenty. There's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 right here. We're heavily engaged still, thankfully. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. No contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4, 5. Yes. 1. All right. The Blighted Grove. 1, 2, 3. No contact. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4. The Tithe Worker Hamlet. 1, 2, 3. No contact. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3. I keep hoping the one where I check the number is the contact, just to alleviate me a little bit, but no. Honestly, this is such a shit show. It wouldn't even matter if this was like an incoming at this point. It's like a welcome reprieve. But it's not going to be an incoming. Well, it could be. Yeah, there's like a 33% chance or something. 1. Yep, there it is. 2, 3. All right, so out of 10, it's a 7 on the counterattack chart. Airborne maneuver. Spotted and max line of sight. They could be here, or they could be potentially here or here. That's basically it. Okay, direction. Can't be front. Sorry, pick a different direction. 5. That's front left. Okay, so they're here. Airborne maneuver, that's one of you guys. Boop. And they're going to attempt to infiltrate. So 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. They do not infiltrate. They are exposed. Same problem, though. I don't have anybody to shoot on them. That's resolved. Then we have 1, 2. It's 1, so right here. 1, 2, 3. Contact. Out of 10. That's a 2. That's an incoming. Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to get pinned. It's an artillery or a mortar with a spotter, of course. It's a mortar this time. Okay, I'll take that. So that's a incoming -3. We can put a mortar concentration on it. We also have a mortar spotter. Unspotted. In a trench, I believe. Yep. Classic trench. Okay. That's on here. Wait a minute. That can't be spawned anywhere. Nope, this is a hill. Yes, he is here. No matter what, he's there. Okay, that's fairly obnoxious. Yep, that's that. And that was that. So that's the last one here in the irrigation cut. 1, 2, 3. No contact. All things considered, that could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Okay, that's all the potential contacts. We're still not in great shape or anything. I just don't have firepower to do almost anything. And yeah, I mean, we might lose the COHQ this turn. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. We're gonna be pretty pinned. Then we go to pin recovery. No, of course not. Nothing. No, nothing. Then combat effects. Starting here. He's got +2, -1, so he's got +1 overall. Miss. No surprise there, of course. Can't catch a break. Then here, litter team has +2, -4, so -2. Miss. Wow. My COHQ now is absolutely fucked, I'm sure. Yeah, because they're fucking exposed, man, because I couldn't infiltrate either of them. Even with exhorting. That was fucking such... Why did I do this? The mortar FO. +1, -4, so -3. Hit. Line unit, casualty, dead. Okay. COHQ, same thing, -3. Pinned. Wow. Wow. That's pretty insanely fortunate. Also, there's a litter team now with a casualty, so he'll retreat. Great. Here we've got incoming mortar on our missile team and squad at +2 total. Missile team +2. Miss. Nice. Squad +2. Miss. Damn good. Also, we wouldn't have actually fired upon this guy, so I shouldn't have drawn for that. We have no line of sight. Sometimes I forget. Here, it's a big shit show. Our squad has +3, -4, so -1 overall. Pinned. Well, he's still there at least. And his presence there has caused us to be heavily engaged, which certainly saved a lot of lives, so thank you. The heavy stubber is also affected by this, of course. Oh no, there was the missed grenade. That's right. So that was... Wait a minute. +3, -5 is -2. Still a pin. Okay. He's got +3, -4. So he's got -1. Hit. Hey, look at that. Hit on a veteran. Paralyzed and casualty. So he becomes paralyzed and he is no longer in commission. That's pretty good. Finally, we caught a break. Finally, we caught a little bit of a break there. Okay. That's all the combat effects. Clean up. Turn 5 of this shit show. And I think we're probably going to end here for today. As usual, these are long missions, and I just can't get it all through in one go. It's like 3.5 hours sort of thing. We'll see. I mean, we will definitely try to finish this and see how we look at the end of it. If it's really not looking good, you know, we might just scrap it again. I really, I kind of refuse to believe that I can't finish the Normandy campaign. Because that just doesn't bode well for moving forward with other harder campaign. I assume this is the easiest one. I assume it's the fucking easiest one. I like that I searched Normandy Mission 4, and there's a post here. Normandy Mission 4, could it get any worse? My battered but plucky company is just starting its reattempt of Normandy Mission 4. First action is to call artillery fire mission on the 2 enemy squads next to the primary objective. First card drawn equals short. I think I might leave it there for tonight. Yeah, that's yeah, I feel for you, man. It's just rough. Yeah, here was his first attempt. He showed his casualty count. Like, oh my god, he had it worse than I did. Holy shit, man. 12 casualties. 13 paralyzed lats, 2 litter teams, 3 fire teams, an assault team. Basically, he lost nearly everything. He's got like a couple weapons teams, 1 full squad still standing, 3 squads at 2 steps, the RDFO, and his COHQ, and that's it. He lost like every other commander. Oh my god. Started mission 4 last night. It's brutal. Seems the only way to avoid a bloodbath is to get lucky with the PC draws. Yeah, that's it. Like, there is just a fucking fat element of luck here. It requires insane luck, I think, to get through this mission with like minimal losses of any kind. I would have to imagine that's the case. Like, I don't care how good you are, if you're pulling like contacts on like half the cards, and you're getting incoming constantly, and you're drawing like shorts on your own artillery fire mission. It's just like, you're fucked. Like, this is not a Euro. There's luck. That's just part of it. Doesn't mean it's not a great game, not a fun game or anything, but there's a luck involved here. Yeah, and I think counterattack is really just, it's tough. It's tough because it is a very important mechanic. Like, the game kind of depends on it to avoid just stalemates where you just kind of back off of everything, and then the enemies just get removed from play, and all, and you just play really slow and stalemate and stuff, or you quickly accomplish the objectives and then you just sit there and wait or whatever. It's like, it is very important, but it's also just like, when the going is already rough and you're just kind of trying to play desperately, and then you get hit with counterattack anyways, and it's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. But it's recoverable, like that guy that lost almost practically everything. I mean, for him to not give up, that's insane. And for him to not give up on the reattempt and getting the short on his artillery draw, for him to still soldier forward, that's fucking like respect, man. I really got mad respect, because I'm a whiny little bitch, obviously. All things considered, though, we still have not lost a veteran squad. I don't think we lost a veteran. Like, we're still doing okay. We still kept the COHQ, which was amazing. It was phenomenal luck. So theoretically, if we don't lose anything else right now, this is fairly recoverable if we can win. But we still have to check 3 PCA markers. We've got this shit show, and I lost my mortar. The RD Vox is slowly creeping up there. Slowly. I don't know what I'm going to do with the first sergeant. He's got 1 fucking draw. I mean, at this point, honestly, I might just throw the RD Vox onto this card and just say fuck it, and just like risk it, rather than risking the first sergeant himself yet. But, you know, we can get, like, we can get the first platoon up here into this cover and start firing upon this shit. But this is such a well-defended car. Like, oh, God, it's bad. But we can send the assault team in again just to draw fire off of the COHQ. And maybe get a grenade or something on here. Losing the mortar really sucked. Yeah, losing the mortar sucked. There might be the alternative of moving on to this card, which is risky if I don't get the infiltrate, because he's going to call in another mortar strike here. But then I could maybe... I don't know. I'm not sure what I could do, really. Oh, this guy would shoot at something. He has line of sight in here. There's 3 steps here. So yes, he would have opened fire here now at the end of the last turn. So probably, yeah, throwing like 2-1 into the trench here and trying to secure the primary objective while dealing with this asshole is not the worst idea, I suppose. It's not the worst idea. You could try to infiltrate. It's really, I mean, there's going to be big luck involved. Especially because I have to keep going for like 5 more turns. So it's not just like, oh, as soon as I get this, it's over. Like, no, a lot of bullshit yet. And I just don't have that much firepower, and they're pretty entrenched. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do it next time. I also, in the meantime, have been working with Codex, of course, to make a new campaign. It's sort of somewhat based on the Korean War campaign, the Naktong or whatever it is campaign. But this one is going to be on like a sort of what did we... What the fuck? Completely forgotten now. Where the hell did it say discuss this? Oh, a mining world. Yeah, like an exhausted mining world. Very like toxic and stuff like that, with like, you know, open like rivers of like toxic runoff and things like that, and chem sumps and stuff and pipelines and all that, and scrap yards, and it would be against the orcs. So it'd be this campaign to retake this world from the orcs. And I guess it's not really exhausted. It still has value, which is why we're trying to take it. It's just been overtaken by the orcs, and they've kind of ravaged it for a bit. But yeah, so it's kind of a ravaged mining world. And it actually is shaping up to be kind of exciting, because it's going to play definitely a bit differently. It's probably going to be kind of difficult based on what I'm seeing here. You know, we're as I mentioned, for orcs, their default state is going to be on this offensive activity list. I think I'm trying to think if assault or overrun is like the easier one. I think assault is probably going to be their default stance. Yeah. And then they might get tuned up to overrun at some point. So that's the assault offensive activity is going to be their default form, which is what we're experiencing right now with counterattack. So it's really like kind of very aggressive, but I mean, they're orcs, so it makes sense. There will be certain missions where they're going to be on like hasty defensive tactics when they're kind of on the back foot. Like we're actually like attacking them deliberately and trying to take out their fortifications and stuff. So there will be some traditional missions where they're in fortifications and we've got PC markers and they're in trenches and blah, 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 or buildings. And we got to root them out. But a lot of time it's just going to be, we trigger a pack of, orc boys or whatever, or knobs, and they're going to be kind of rushing towards us and advancing or making grenade attacks and all this shit. And it's going to be kind of painful. Like assault teams and stuff are going to be pretty valuable. But there's a lot of potential for friendly fire in a situation like that. And they're also going to have the thing for their boys, specifically the boys unit, where they get more powerful the more of them are on the same card, as I mentioned before. So one of them is small arms, two of them is -1, 3 of them is -2, and then 4 of them is -3 for the VOF. And we're only having -4 show up under like pretty rare circumstances. But since they're all moving and they're all converging, they might converge onto a card together, separate groups of them. But I think that's a really cool thing of like more DACA sort of mechanic. And then we're going to have certain cards that are going to be marked as volatile cards because we're on this like mining world with all these exposed chemicals and stuff. And so if there's ever like either an incoming like mortar attack or artillery or grenade that actually hits one of these volatile cards, it'll set off this chain reaction. Or it'll basically be like a battalion fire mission. It'll hit 2 random adjacent cards for the same VOF minus or +2, the same VOF +2. So it won't be quite as painful, but it's just like, yeah, there's potential for these random explosions on these volatile cards, near these volatile cards. I didn't even come up with that. That was Codex. It was just like, hey, it sort of just mentioned like, oh, we could have some volatile cards. I don't think it really defined it, but I was like, oh yeah, that does sound cool. Like basically like a chain exploding, like a battalion fire mission on yourself or in the vicinity that you can't control. So you could use volatile cards to your advantage potentially by calling in artillery missions on them or doing grenade attacks on them or rocket bazooka stuff. But they can just as easily fuck you over entirely, which is part of the fun. So far, I think it's just working on... we're just getting all the terrain cards going, and all the new orc tokens and stuff. Because we basically have to generate the whole faction now from scratch. I think it's using the Korean enemies and stuff as like sort of a basis, but the orcs gotta be kind of their own thing. Fortunately, I have a decent enough grasp of all the basic like infantry stuff. So it's not that difficult to now iterate on this. But going further than that and doing stuff with like vehicles and tanks and helicopters and airstrikes, like, okay, that's still a little advanced. But yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. So after this campaign, we'll probably attempt my homebrew orc campaign and see how that goes for a bit. Anyways, my name is Mangg. This has been Fields of Fire, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.